This restaurant made history for me. That pasta dish is the best pasta dish I have ever had in my life. No question about it. No question about it.
If you want an extra, I can do it for you.
Yes. Stay with me. You won't regret it. We are going to San Sebastian. This isn't just some postcard-perfect coastal town. It's one of the true food capitals of the world. Seriously, this tiny city has one of the highest concentrations of Michelin stars per square meter in the entire world. And today we are stepping into one of them, Amelia. We arrived earlier, a bit before the opening hour. We spent a lot of time with Chef Paulo in the past few days, as he helped us find our way through Basque Country. So we can discover the place without bothering anyone and also see how they prepare for the service. The atmosphere is really nice and someone is a big Star Wars fan here. I love it. But don't worry, I will try to go easy on the Star Wars quotes. There are also a lot of small details and decorations which I admire. It's like an English pub, a Nordic home and a Bohemian tavern meet. The whole place has a certain identity. It feels natural and cozy. Then the chef invites us to visit their cellar. This dinner will cost me a lot, I can tell. I can also tell that they have a nice selection. Some big labels, some big smiles. I have been here before in 2022, before the channel even existed. And we were already blown away back then too. I couldn't wait to get back here. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
How are you doing?
Then a warm welcome by this young gentleman who explains that their concept is called Italian omakase, created as a tribute to the chef's Italian roots and his love for Japanese cuisine. And we also receive a key card. No, it's not a hotel and not even the MI6 building. Yet this card allows it for you to walk freely because the doors won't open with a handle. We are seated at the counter, which is the best place in the dining area. As Obi-Wan would say,
I have the high ground!
That's it, I promise. No more quotes. The first dish that shows up in front of us is this, a warm artichoke consomme. I like that we start with something warm and salty. By the way, I also really like the utensils. Using that type of glass is really tricky because in the refill you never really see what is the water level. So when you have a crystal glasses you can see where is the water level is standing, but with this one you need to be more precise and more focused. Then something happens which seems familiar. They present us with today's ingredients. Then we have to decide about the main course, pigeon or wagyu. Both sound good. Pigeon for my friend, wagyu for me. So we won't miss anything. But first, an old friend of mine, Krug 2008. I don't think I need to say anything else. As the wine list has arrived, we have to make a tough decision once again. They offer 3 pairings. First, a non-alcoholic pairing for 112, then the Amelia pairing for 192, and finally the top tier, called the exceptional pairing for 530 euro. But there is no time to think too much, as the next bite is already here, which is a wild trout. Beautiful little basket, shiny salmon roe on top, marinated in sake. And in the background, Stairway to Heaven starts to play. I am absolutely in love with the vibe, just like the flavors of this one. Nice little acidity and the little trout pieces have a pleasant bite. I made a delightful discovery. I just realized that each and every bottle has a glass price as well. And this is crazy. I think I haven't seen it anywhere else. It's amazing and confident. I am trying to get through the wine list, but the tempo here is very Spanish. And the next course is already here. It's a kamatoro tatar. Kamatoro is a cut of toro, but from the color of tuna. It's more aromatic and fatty than the rest of the fish. There is also palamos prawn with a touch of wasabi between and topped with crystal caviar. I love the tiny details and the flavor even more. Beautiful flavors, a strong start. The touch of wasabi was very subtle, while the jelly works like a palate cleanser in each bite. The Asian influence is clearly sensible on the chef's style. But who is he? Let me introduce Chef Paulo Airaudo. He was born in Argentina to a family of Italian immigrants. He left home at 18 to follow his culinary dreams. His journey took him across the globe, from Mexico and Peru to Europe's legendary kitchens, including Arzak, the Fat Duck, and Magnolia. In 2015, he opened La Bottega in Geneva, swiftly earning a Michelin star within just 4 months. He opened Amelia in San Sebastian in 2017, achieving another Michelin star shortly after opening. He named the restaurant after his daughter.
Amelia by Paulo Airaudo.
In December 2021, Amelia was awarded its second Michelin star. After 18 years cooking and searching for culinary excellence around the world, he finally found his home here in San Sebastian. In total, the chef holds 6 Michelin stars. And it's no coincidence that we are here now together with Levente, the chef of my Michelin-starred restaurant. Chef Levente and me are on a mission. We want to discover Basque Country and learn everything we can about the local culture. It's an inspirational journey for our new project for 42. Videos are on the way about that, so it's worth staying with us. So hit that subscribe button now. Thank you. This is a beautiful scallop from Normandy. Served with lemon, lemon thyme, smoked egg yolk sauce, fried kombu on top, and a champagne sauce. The presentation and the food is gorgeous. The quality of the ingredients are next level. And that sauce is perfect with just the right acidity and a little bit of sweetness. The chef shared the secret ingredients with us.
Just made it with creme fraiche, cream, butter, and champagne. So
It's really that simple. I got the wine list back, so it's time to observe it properly. We ordered the exceptional wine pairing and the non-alcoholic pairing. Don't look at me like that. That's not for me. Of course. For our next course, we will choose a chopstick. And right after that, the first pairing arrives. It's a 2021 Louis Benjamin Daganu 100% Sauvignon Blanc. The next dish has scalded prawns, watermelon, radish, corn, and 2 types of seaweed in it. On top, there is sautéed chard and the crispy seaweed. It is finished in front of us with tomato and fish sauces, roasted kombu oil and shiso oil. There is a little more addition, pistachio seeds and roasted corn oil. The quality of the ingredients are super high. Oh my god. There is a very gentle acidity, and with the spoon you can add just as much of it to each bite as you like. Really clever. I wanted to post a story on Instagram, but the pace of the meal is so energetic that I don't have time to do that. And I love it. Talking about my Instagram, I think this would be a good time to follow me. If you would like to follow my travels in real time, it would mean a lot. Thank you. The restaurant starts to get full, the music is getting louder, and the atmosphere is getting even more vibrant. I don't always see the fire in the back of the kitchen, but I hear the crackling and it makes the place cozy for me. I really like being here. Before the next course, we get a glass of nice sake. The thing we see here is a Japanese classic, Chawanmushi. What instantly grabs my attention is this. If you see something like this, you know they are not messing around. These little leaves might look like a humble herb, but don't be fooled. It's fragile, tough to grow, and pretty expensive. The dish features Norwegian king crab, Japanese ginger, and limequats. But that's not all. It's finished with a Spanish twist. A barracuda pork and smoked eel consomme. This is a perfectly executed dish. Oh my god. I love the texture. Soft, creamy, and full of authentic flavors. We are in Spain, so I wonder how much they pay for the fresh leaves. Turns out it's 18 euros for 1 box. Meanwhile, the dish was so good that I even forget to touch my sake. Shame on me. I'm usually not a fan of liquid nitrogen, but using it that way makes sense. But what he's actually doing right now is chilling the glass for the next non-alcoholic drink. An unfiltered, non-alcoholic IPA. I steal a sip from my buddy's glass. Turns out that this is the best non-alcoholic beer I have ever had. One more thing to the best I have ever had list. A good friend arrives. Bread. That thing looks like a piece of art. 2 spreads come with it. butter and sun-dried tomato. Also, there are two types of salt, a Basque and a Japanese volcanic salt. The olive oil is from the Tuscany region with a little spicy kick in it. And the next course will arrive a bit earlier. We are being told that the bread will come handy for it. Before we take a bite, the next pairing arrives, a 2013 Clos Rougeard. The bread is beautiful and mildly salty, nice fluffy inside and pleasantly soft outside. Funny that Stairway to Heaven is playing in the background just when we are having the bread. A fitting song, I would say, because it is heavenly. Blue Lobster is next with citrus beurre blanc and a little orange. Smells incredible. The quality of the lobster is amazing, and it is cooked to perfection. It is crunchy and almost creamy at the same time. Behind the fresh citrus flavors, there is a pleasant spiciness. And it is beautiful. See that face? That's happiness, right there. Unbelievable. I can't say anything else other than this is a perfect dish. Now it is time for the revenge of the lobster. It might sound like I finally came up with another Star Wars quote. But I'm not kidding, the dish is called. The claws of the lobster are slightly cooked in a lobster broth. It comes with rice, smoked egg yolk, and a touch of a Spanish citrus type. There is again a nice spiciness, which comes from the yuzu kosho. Another bullseye. And the next wine is already here. A Vega Sicilia Unico 2014. Things are getting serious. I mentioned before that it must be difficult to notice if someone's glass is empty. Well, I just emptied mine and it wasn't even 3 seconds until it was full again. Quickest hands in the West.
How's it going? All good?
We get a glimpse of the main course. Then shortly after, it arrives in its full glory. Grilled pigeon and grilled wagyu, with wild garlic, asparagus and black truffle. Look at the texture. This meat deserves a blue ribbon. So far, this meal is amazing. And actually, the whole place is, including the immaculate service and staff. If you look closer, you can see that the team is really young. Most of them are under 29. So no wonder that this restaurant is full of passing energy. And it seems like the chef has put together a really strong team. This precious beauty is from 1920 and it will escort our next dish. Beautifully made dark amber color. Let's see if the Millennium Falcon still works. Well, it flies like a dream. 105 years and it's still young and fresh. It's definitely not opened up yet. And it's super cold. You see? So the temperature is super cold. It's already showing a lot. Last of the savory dishes for today is an homage to Italy. It is cap-shaped pasta served with roast potato. Sounds absolutely dietary so far. The sauce is made of vin jaune and the dish is crowned with sea urchin. Let's dig in. I gotta say, I am destroyed. This dish is phenomenal. Now I arrive to heaven. Stairway to Heaven should play now, because I feel like now I really arrived in heaven. I know it starts to sound boring. That pasta dish is the best pasta dish I have ever had in my life. No question about it. The texture, the acidity, the creaminess, the herbs. I need to make it two half because I don't want to end. The way the wine and the dish works together like a cannon and a cannonball. The wine is crazy. I mean, it's been around for more than a century, so I guess it has a lot of history. And it still keeps making history. It is really rare for me to ask for a repeat of something. But when the chef asks if I want another plate, I don't even have to think about the answer.
If you want an extra, I can do it for you.
Yes, please. One pasta is very good.
Our next wine hits the table. A Chateau d'Yquem from 2000. Coming with it is one of the signature dishes of Amelia.
Time for cheese.
Look at this beauty, like a lily. It is difficult to describe how amazing it is. The feel of it is similar to panna cotta. Nice sweetness and a little lemony touch. And of course the drops of balsamic vinegar, which has been aged for 40 years. Our next pairing is a local drink. It's a naturally sweet cider, crafted in limited quantities. Cider is a traditional drink here in the Basque Country, so it fits perfectly. This is an ice cream with Dauricus caviar, grilled banana and rum. This is next level. Normally the acidity of the caviar is not in the spotlight, but in this dish it is so characteristic. And again, the plating. These dishes are gorgeous. Then we close the meal with some chocolate bites. For the exit drink, I didn't ask for coffee or tea. I pick my old friend, a glass of Krug. I couldn't miss it. Kaffir lime, soy sauce, pastry filled with pistachio cream, turon with chestnut and lemon tart. Our total for today is 1,450 euros for two. In 2022, this was my favorite restaurant experience in Basque Country. In 2025, well, nothing has changed. I'm trying really hard to find a crack on the shield. But this dining, unlike the Death Star, was flawless. The staff is cheerful, young, energetic and passionate. Exactly the kind of service I'm usually after. The chef and the team did an amazing job. I would say Japanese guests would appreciate it as well. In my opinion, this is a 3-star restaurant. Only there is just 2 on the wall. Well, this is it for today. Thank you for joining me. If you like this video, hit the subscribe button. And may the food be with you.
You can call me stupid.